All right, you win.
Alistair, is it really you? You're alive!
Of course. Why? Did you think me dead?
Died for the Queen, they said. As if that would really happen. Alistair's too crafty to get himself killed, is what I told them. But it's Valar. That snake told everyone that he saw you die with his own eyes.
What?
He's sticking to his story, and as nobody dares contradict him...
That bastard.
Valar? He's here?
Yes, that's what I just said. Who on earth are you?
Ryman, you know Sir Mors Westford. He was at my side throughout the rebellion. What were you saying about Valar?
Well, he came here one day with his Bloodseekers. A bloody bunch of thieves, if you ask me. He put them in the castle, then declared that they had to stay there until he'd finished his affairs here. Meanwhile, he's been acting like the entitled Lord of Riverspring. He even stripped me of my rank of captain to give it to that bloody Wex. What I wouldn't give to rip the guts out of those two there.
That son of a whore sent his wretches to cause trouble at the wall, and now this. I will skin him alive.
Calm yourself. Valar is not a foe to be taken lightly.
Think about it, Alistair. The gods have handed him to us on a plate. We may as well pay him a little visit.
Well, well, what do we have here? Don't tell me Ryman's drunk again.
Captain, you'll have to introduce us to the innkeeper one day. We all wish he were as generous with us as he is with you.
Who are these two? Friends of yours?
Hold your wicked tongue. I am Alistair Sarwick, and these lands belong to me.
Alistair, you say? Sir Valar told us that you may turn up here. You shouldn't have come back, my friend.
Oh, fuck.
You're supposed to be dead. And we're here to make sure you stay that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Those pieces of shite got what was coming to them. This attack can only mean one thing. Valar knew full well you weren't dead. He only said that to hurry the ceremony.
What ceremony?
Don't tell
The
me.
wedding!
Oh my god.
He has come to marry Eliana, claiming that the crown wanted this matter settled once and for all. And as everyone believed you dead, she no longer had much choice. So she decided to accept.
Stupid woman.
And Valar ordered the Bloodseekers to lie in wait for me so I wouldn't spoil his plans. That bastard will stop at nothing.
But now that you're here, that changes everything. He plans to consummate this marriage before the end of tonight. We must make haste.
We must cut this snake off at the head. With him dead, his brigands will flee like the rats they are.
You'll never get in the castle like that. His Bloodseekers protect the square. All the entry points are guarded day and night. That brute Wex sees to that. You'll be outnumbered the moment you reach the gates.
The two of us are perfectly capable of fighting our way through. Hard and fast, Alistair. Like when we ravaged Rhaegar's battle lines at Stag's Mount.
And if we fail, I don't want to take that risk. There's too much at stake. Ryman, how many guards remain loyal to you?
Only a handful, I'm afraid. Valar hanged 3 of my men for treason.
Oof,
Their only wrongdoing was telling him openly what they thought. After seeing that, many of the others left the town to return to their families.
A handful will not suffice. We need the support of all Riversprings so Valar dare not touch us.
You should speak with Maester Harwin. He'll know what to do.
Where can I find him?
At the port. He thought Valar was lying about you all along. He spends his time over there, speaking to boatmen from King's Landing to receive news of you.
Let's go. We have to stop this wedding, no matter the cost.
Very well. I shall try to gather some swords. I will return to you as soon as I can.
Be careful, cousin.
You too, Alan.
Breaking point. No, I need to sell. Oh my god, there's no one here to sell. Oh shit, that stinks. Oh, bam! What the? Nicely done. How are we? To me.
Alistair, thank the Father. Nobody had heard any news of you. I was beginning to lose hope of ever seeing you again.
Yes, I am alive and well, but Valar would have it otherwise. His men have orders to kill me on sight.
I dreaded something of this vile nature. When he came and told us you were dead, I thought immediately that it was some trickery on his part.
That's the kind of vulture he is. Unfortunately for him, he has no chance of killing Alistair.
Harwin, here is the knight Mors Westford, an old friend. He too has a score to settle with my half-brother.
Then we have to act quickly. The wedding will start soon.
When the news of my return spreads, Valar will lose what little trust still remains. The lords will join my...
I wish it were that simple, Alistair, but do not count on it too much.
Unfortunately, the Lords have never put their trust in you.
Fuck.
You had been away for years, fighting on Lord Tywin's orders.
And after the rebellion, you vanished without trace. Some people have never even heard of you. They would have preferred to have seen Gawain follow your father, or even your sister, if it were not for her being a woman. Because of all this, they accept Valar as their new lord, despite all his failings. With him, they see Eliana keeping the reins of power at Riverspring.
But Heart of Fire, how can they be so blind? Valar will share power with no one. Eliana will have no say whatsoever as soon as the marriage has been consummated.
Your sister is no fool. If you still live, she will not enter into a marriage that will cost her everything. But to understand that, she has to see you with her own eyes. With your sister's support, you will also gain the allegiance of all those who believe in her.
I find it surprising that no one knows the true nature of Valar. What has been going on at the castle since his arrival?
The mood is tense. Many are hostile to the idea of seeing a bastard take the place of your father. And Valar, hastening this unholy marriage, did nothing to appease them.
He's hastening it, you say? Then that means the Queen has not legitimized this ceremony. And if it's not a royal decision, it means the bastard is acting of his own accord. I need to see Eliana.
I can pass on a message to her on your behalf and arrange a meeting in a discreet location.
It's risky. Who's to say that she doesn't welcome becoming a legitimate power as the lady of the castle?
Oh
If
my
that's
god.
the case, she may well
Don't
do
tell
this.
me that she will betray.
Morris, you're speaking of my sister. She would never do that.
I don't want to take any chances. Do you really think a slip of a girl and some lordlings can make the slightest difference up against Valar's men?
Let me remind you that Ryman promised us warriors.
Have you seen Ryman?
Yes, he's searching the town for any worthy men. He will join us afterwards.
I don't like the thought of doing nothing and just waiting for him. I should speak to Eliana as soon as possible. We can come back later. Harwin, please inform her of my arrival.
I will have a message sent to her, even if I can no longer freely roam the castle. There are still a few servants who have remained loyal to me. Very well. Stay here. I won't be long. It's done. Ilyana should be waiting for you across from the watermill.
Let's go. Harwin, please stay here in case Ryman makes an appearance.
Of course. May the gods be with you, Alistair. To see you defend Riverspring like this, your father would have been proud.
Thank you, Harwin.
Another side quest. Clean the river streets of blood seekers.